Hello viewers, welcome to my videos. Today we are going to look into deep dive into American mountain range. So some features here you can see. Top of the mountain, some stones are all scattered everywhere, just like other all mountains, right? But at the top of the mountain you can see some pattern. Yeah, what is this? If you see the sizes, it is around 80 feet long and 40 feet wide. Again, I'm trying to show you another one. 125 feet 125 feet in length, and it is around 36 feet wide. So see some other areas, so deep dive into this area. So see, these are the stones, big mark on the stones, some scattered stone. Here you can see some cracks. At the top of the mountain, it is just a flat in top of the mountain. Here it is these patterns, these rectangles, stones, and the weathering pattern continuously. I am going into more closer. Here you can see these rectangles have some elongated face. Hello. And right now here you can see these are also quite a similar of kind of distance, 64 feet. So it's quite a long entire mountain range. If we can deep down, the same pattern you can see here, because due to weathering effect you can understand. Here I can see some car is there, this mountain edge. Yeah, somebody bring their car, and he measured this box, look like a square shaped box. Here you can see the length is around 47 feet by 41 feet. Again I am trying 40 feet. Yeah, and the height, it is somewhere around 56 feet it is telling, but maybe I can measure something else, or yeah, I can try to measure this one. This is 36, this is the length, 20 feet. Yeah, I hope so, it is 20 feet. So you can see these square weathering patterns are very eminent in all the stones, having similar kind of pattern, weathering pattern nearby all the stones. Having some trees are on top of the mountain growing over the period of time. Here you can see these stones have falling, so you can check 61 feet, and checking the width, it is 19 feet. So 19 feet, 20 feet, it is the standard. So I am coming out this showing you some other, the entire mountain range. You can see the similar kind of patterns are there. Some means I'm coming. So these enormous stones all are there. So coming into deeper look into this area, here you can see these stones are falling. That is the biggest stone, one of the, it is 45 by this is 25, so 25 feet, this is 34 feet, this is 65 feet. Again I am taking some any random boxes I am taking. So this is 68, this is 78. Here we can deep dive to measure any random rectangle shape. It is 46, good. This is 64 feet by 43 feet. These kind of massive stones are all cut off, or these stones are already cut off. It is just following slow by slow, one after another. Here you can see the weathering pattern top of the mountain. I am putting some time here because later it will clarify our understanding of time and how these patterns are formed. Whether this is really a weathering pattern, because nature generally form hexagon in crystal. Here you can measure, it is, you can see 93 feet. It is here you can see 78 feet. So these are very equal kind of shapes. Yeah, now I am moving to show you the entire region. Okay, yeah, here you can see the entire mountain top, the same kind of printing. It means the entire mountain has slowly cut off completely. I believe it is mined. Let's see again the other mountain tops nearby. Okay, similar kind of patterns. Yeah, and the bottom loose soils are all removed, so then these stones are all slowly falling. Here you can see, we can measure the size. Here it is around 38, this side it is 29, 32. So who cut these massive stones? It is very clear, no? That at least these stones are all cut off, and this imprint and given a very good clear impression. From the soil I can't see anybody can understand such a big enormous mining operation going on. I believe so. So I believe this is the complete mountain top. It is cut off. This complete mountain top, it is completely cut off. So let's see and look it into other perspectives. So you can see some other mountain range I have just marked for you to showcase my theory. Here I believe some definitely unknown civilization, very long past. These all mountain range has been mined, and see the top of the all areas. Here you can see this imprint. You can see the mining scale. This is all weathering pattern, so we can't get any evidence now. But this is also, this area also, it is very clear that it is mined. I will clear it little later if time permits. Let's see some other weathering pattern. Top of this mountain, yes. I'm not going into that argument whether it is man-made or not. I'm completely convinced that these areas are not completely weathering pattern. These are all mined, and these stone blocks are all cut off. But today's mining process, if you see, only marbles are cut off like that. Rest of the all mining process, they are all blasting. So here also you can see this mountain top has been cut off. Here maybe in a lateral stage some these big stones I am talking, yeah, these 200 feet. Here you can see this is 275 feet. These are also cut off. No, you feel this is okay. So the civilization who can mine such a big scale, but we can't imagine even today. Yes, in this area I have found 2-3 mines also, but I can show you. This is the length, 20 feet by this side, it is 40 feet. So here also you can see these stones, it is 98 feet. These stones are all 45 feet. Okay, so the civilization who can mine in such a big scale, of course cut these stones also at the bottom size, these bigger stones, I believe so, because these are not look like natural, because these are also having a clear pattern in it. If you see the size, the enormous size, this is 230 feet, 261. So these are, you can say, yeah, these are all weathering pattern. Okay, arguably these are also weathering pattern. These are also weathering pattern completely. Whether our geological experts not seen these? I have studies only archaeological point of view. I earlier visited these places 2-3 times, but not have seen these mountain tops. But accidentally I have find these mountain tops recently, few months back. But again I return back to this area, and just you can't see any cutting pattern. But here if you see, yeah, all 1,000 years weathering pattern, you cannot see anything here now, but little bit maybe you can. So I'm coming to some other places. Let's see. Quickly see some other snaps. Oh my god, is this not natural? Yes, not natural, my friend. Here you can see clear marks are there. Yeah, can you see some marks? Can you see some clear pattern here? These are not natural. Yeah, and after that you can see after some time, yeah, this weathering cannot allow us to see the edges also, what I earlier found in different mountain. So in this mountain top you cannot see, these are all no man's land, and here you can see these patterns. Later it will work for us in different location. I can show end of the video some famous area where you can clearly distinguish. So you can clearly distinguish now. You can see this pattern, this mountain top. So again I am giving you some random examples. Yeah, this mountain top, again you can see the clear sheer size megalithic stone, 17 feet by, this is 10 feet, 9 feet, I believe 10 feet. This is the height. This is the stone, is 12 feet. These stones are all 9 feet. Some other weathering pattern. Yeah, what is this on this top of the mountain? It's all look like much more weathering in the same area. The mountain top, you can see here you can see the difference and slowly how this weathering takes place. Here just see how these stones are melted almost. What I can say, here in the other areas you can see now what happened to these mountains after. Quickly see some other weathering patterns. Now before coming to this area, yeah, you can see the U-shape, river U-shape, very famous, our national park, American National Park. Few good viewpoints are there. I can show you one of the viewpoints I have identified here. This is also a viewpoint, but see the pattern here, top of the mountain. Can you see it is not mined also? Yeah, you can see these stones, see the sheer size it is. It is, if I measure one side, it is 15 feet, another side it is 23 feet, at least it has a 6-7 feet heights. Yeah, 7 feet, 6-7 feet height it has. Now we can examine this mountain carefully. You can see a pattern very clearly. Here, this area, you can see this pattern. Now check the other part. This mountain. Check the other part of this mountain. You can see. Yes, viewer, see the top of the mountain, the edges, and the next layer, and see these layers are there in all the mountains. These are all man-made work. It is, yeah, these are all mind. Very clear pattern is there. I don't know how these geological experts say that these are all natural wonder. Anyway, we can see these mountain ranges very clearly. Randomly anywhere we can see these patterns are there, and I show you how these patterns have formed. Yeah, so next move some other areas. Okay, quickly you can see the cutting pattern. The cutting pattern, yeah, the cutting pattern is still remain here. Lines are still there, very eminent cutting pattern is there. These are non-natural. These are all mined very carefully, and of course I don't want to answer right now. I have few understanding. Here you can see it is not naturally possible. The same designs we have seen in other places. It's all look natural now. Now I believe you make your mind. Yeah, see, the cracks are just started, but the stones have already cut like this. Stones are cut like this. We can measure the shear distance. It is 119. You can see this is 145. This is 12 feet. These are the size of big stones. These are all now. What is the available evidence I am showing you? I am not making my mind, but I am telling, if it is naturally possible, I have seen some other canyon also. So other old mountain region, archaeological sites, most of the archaeological sites around the world, most prominent archaeological sites, all I have studied. So from there I get the inspiration and understanding whether it is man-made or artificial origin. So here word speaks a lot. and these pictures, yeah, are very clear. Now I want to move your attention towards national park. So American National Park, it is world's wonder. So I first show you where people are mostly visiting here. So visitors parked their car perhaps in this area, parked their car, and they get a view, they get a clear view somewhere around these areas. These are the viewpoints, I believe, from the photos it look like, and what they actually see. They can see this entire mountain range, like, and you can see from the color itself, it has a good nice color. Here also, yeah, it's a beautiful mountain range, top of it, yeah, okay, very good mountain range. Its view all over the world, I believe millions of people are visiting yearly. So now we can show you one of the places I have just identified. Now see this national park. Can you make your eyes now? It's all look natural. Is it so? Is it all look natural? Of course, from my perspective, I can clearly see these stones are all falling. These stones. Here you can see clear square pattern, the 90-degree angle. These are very clear. Here you can see what is the size of this stone. I can show you. It is 54 feet, 20 feet. So what would be the size of 20 by 20 by 20 feet these sandstone weight? What would be? Around 50 ton. So today we don't have a crane. Now the arguments what I am putting, today we don't have cranes to lift such enormous stones. So in the distant past, some civilization definitely did their work, and we are not the superior what our history taught. My point here is very clear. We are not the superior. Whatever the civilization like Egyptian, India, or Indonesia, or around the world, even in USA, whatever the civilization shows their capability, now you can understand that of course we don't know nothing about our civilization. These are the mountain top. I can understand other remote areas maybe not researched, but why not our government even informed us that yes, these are the findings. I am sure definitely some archaeologists have find these areas. Some geological expert definitely look into it. If you like this video, I can say definitely next time I will try to bring some more good feature in this area what not yet covered, I believe. But if you find something new in this video, you go yourself research in these areas. And the mountain range, as you see, there are a lot of mountain range, so I don't need to tell exactly the location or something. I hope if some expert from this geological field can come and they can enlighten, put their understanding and findings how these mountains can be naturally formed. If you find something new in my videos, please like it. I am not a YouTuber. I am only a explorer, researcher and inventor. So if you find something new, please study of your own or raise your questions below.